and welcome back to another video. This is CryptoKoinz, and in this video we're going over Game BUSD. This is launching Sunday, September 25th at 5 p.m. UTC. Let's not waste any time and get right into it. So at a glance, if you look at the app, it kind of looks like a baked beans fork, but there's some interesting things going on here that makes it a little different. This is coming from the Fun DeFi group, the same people that brought BNB Jaws. It's the same team. They're now bringing Game BUSD. I went through the papers. We're going to go over the documents. We'll go over the contract audit and some specifics to see how this works. So right at the top, this is where you connect your wallet. It has a very Game Boy aesthetic, very retro. I like it. Green screen here. Pretty awesome. It even has a power button. So you connect here, your MetaMask wallet or Wallet Connect will prompt you in order for you to connect into the app. The information you have here in the dashboard is a contract balance once it launches. Here is the BUSD you have in your wallet. Here it will show how much BUSD you have invested. They have a 3x profit, max profit of your total investment. This is a sustainable measure. You cannot earn more than 3 times your invested amount. You can very simply just invest as much as you would like and increase the 3x profit. There is no maximum deposit, minimum deposit 20 BUSD, and here it shows you how much you have withdrawn. Here is where you would enter to deposit, and here is where you would collect. These are the rewards that you'll be earning. This miner earns you a fixed 3% return on your investment. There is no compound. It's simple, just collect and deposit. They do have a strategy where you reinvest your profits, and I'm going to share the spreadsheet that they put together. They have a very interesting strategy. You can collect anytime. I like this. There is no constraint. You cannot unstake, only collect rewards, but I like that you can collect at any time. We'll go over the audit and details of the contract after we go over the app. They do have a referral system, 10%. Here you can collect your rewards and withdraw them. You can either compound your rewards back into the miner. Any pending rewards will get compounded with your referrals if you put it back into the miner, and this compound is tax-free. Also, when you collect your rewards, it is tax-free. So any referrals here, whether you compound them or collect them, they are tax-free. Here are the game statistics. Your daily return, it's a fixed 3%. This is not your typical miner with inflation. You will earn that as long as there's money in the contract. The APR is 1,095. There's a 10% deposit fee and an 8% collect fee. Fees are a little high, but you can collect anytime, and it is a fixed miner. So it has its pros and cons and nice balance. At the bottom, you have their documents, Twitter, Telegram, the contract, and the audit. This is their Twitter. They currently have 224 followers. This is not their first miner. This is their second miner they're releasing. Before, we had BNB Jaws. Now they're launching Game BUSD. So you can follow them on Twitter for the latest updates. Also, you can join their Telegram. They have 378 members. There's 25 members online. And here is a Game BUSD, 3% daily BUSD, the launch date, and the website. Let's take a look at the audit. It is audited by Encrypto, and they got a Class B rating. Pretty good rating there from the batch grading. Here is the severity ratings: low, medium, high, and critical. And here is an overview of the Game BUSD audit. We have high issue here. Investors, users cannot withdraw its primary capital investment when it is already deposited. Returns and profit will be on dividends and referrals. So it's just basically saying you cannot withdraw or unstake your original deposit. You can only collect referrals and rewards. Pretty standard for these DeFi projects. Owner ability. The owner does not have any ability to change this contract. User ability: deposit, withdraw, collect, compound referrals, withdraw referrals. Very simple, only 4 functions. Here are some of the project details. The Game BUSD is a BUSD reward pool with a minimum invest deposit of 20 BUSD that gives a fixed 3% daily yield. Developer's fee is 10% on deposit and 8% on collect withdraw. Deposit is 20 BUSD, minimum deposit. There is no reinvest function, so users must redo or deposit again to reinvest. Basically, you manually have to do it. They do have an 11-to-1 investment strategy. I'm gonna go over this in the documents. They have a nice spreadsheet, so I'm gonna skip this for now. Compound and collect referral bonuses, basically going over what I just read, what I just went over on the site about compound referrals and collect. Withdraw and collect. Withdrawal is available anytime within the 24-hour mark of deposit, basically every day at any time. And the referrals, a one-time income of 10% of the value, basically just saying there is 10% referrals over one line. It's not multi-level. So that is the audit. If we go back to the site and click here under documents, here's a brief overview. Very simple game statistics. You can check those out. We already went over all these statistics. Here is a strategy. The most profitable strategy has been proven to reinvest one time per week for 11 weeks and take profits one time on the 12th week. This will exponentially grow your earnings potential while maintaining a healthy TVL. Now, at a glance, this looks extremely crazy. First time I read this, I thought it was a mistake. I'm like, this is insane. Who's gonna reinvest for 11 weeks? But they do have a spreadsheet that is very interesting, and it shows and compares what it looks like when you reinvest and when you just outright collect whenever you want. So we'll do that comparison now. Here is the spreadsheet. I'm going to open the spreadsheet. You can make a copy for yourself here. This spreadsheet has an example of investing 1,000 BUSD using the 11-to-1 strategy, and the link is here. Once you click the link, you can go to file, make a copy, and make a copy for yourself. So here we are. This is the spreadsheet. It's telling you the same thing here. Reinvest one time per week for 11 weeks, collect one time on the 12th week. This example here in the pale yellow, you can input your investment and the date that you start your investment. This example is with 1,000 BUSD. There is a 10% deposit fee. There is a 100 BUSD fee on 1,000. So your actual investment is 900. This calculator is pretty good. It's including all the fees. So the numbers this calculator generates are the exact numbers you will receive. The BUSD daily reward is $27 based on a $1,000 investment, and that deposit fee. The weekly ROI there is 189 BUSD minus 8% to collect. That's minus 15. At the end of the week, on a $1,000 investment, you'll be making $173. Now, this is week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So every week, one time per week, you reinvest those profits and it rolls over to the next week, and the following week you will earn more and more exponentially. Once we get to week 12, you collect your initial investment. This is why you reinvest for 11 weeks. On the 12th week, you're guaranteed your deposit. If you continue to reinvest for the next 11 weeks, and then on the 12th week, once again, you collect, you will be collecting 5,915. And then by week 36, you're at 34,000. And by the end of the year here, it's stating 382,000. And that's a total profit for $423,000 there on a $1,000 investment. Now, do I think this is very likely? Probably not. Do I feel like you can go, a few weeks, months with this project? Absolutely. These projects, I've seen them. They've lasted several months. You could make some pretty good gains. Now, if you look at the right here, it's comparing how much you would be making if you just collected instead of reinvesting and not doing anything. So week 1, you've made $173. Week 2, you've made $347, so on and so forth. So in about week 6, you do ROI and make your money back. And as you continue here at week 12, where you would be doing the strategy, you're only making $1,000 there. And you are making more if you just collected weekly. But if you go down to week 24 here, you will start earning a lot more than just collecting. And if we go to week 36 here, which could be very possible, depending on how the project goes, you'll be earning 34,000 compared to 6,000. And here you'll see the numbers at the end of the year. Assuming it goes for this long, you will just be collecting $9,000 there, and compared to potentially, you know, 6 figures. Is this likely? I don't know. Not very likely, but you can start seeing the power of compounding. Now, the second reason why they have this strategy is because every time you reinvest, you are expanding your 3x potential. Whereas if you were just to collect, you would be stuck here somewhere around week 16. So you would have to deposit more money. So you wouldn't be able to continue unless you reinvested something back into the miner. Once I saw the spreadsheet and they explained the strategy, I understood why they made this 11-to-1 strategy. Now, you can collect anytime, you can compound every hour if you would like, or every day. I mean, anyone is open to whatever their investment style is. But I just like it that it gives you some structure, and if you don't like this strategy, you can do your own, and you have that flexibility. You can deposit anytime. Any pending rewards when you deposit will get compounded, and you can collect anytime, and the returns are fixed. Pretty interesting contract. It's an original contract. It is not a fork. So we're back here in their documents. They talk about the referrals. Here's the audit and the links. They also have all the links here. I will leave all reference links under the description of this video if you want to get involved. They also have like a beginner tutorial here if you don't have a DeFi wallet and you want to get started. It gives you a MetaMask walkthrough, very nice walkthrough, and it shows you how to make a deposit. We'll go over that in just a moment, and it has some screenshots and brief explanations. Pretty simple. They also have some FAQs. I pretty much went over everything, but you can come here, check out the FAQs. What happens when you make a new deposit? Can I make a new deposit in time? What happens to my current rewards when I make a new deposit? Is my 3% daily APR affected by the TVL? What is 3x profit? So they have some pretty good FAQs here. It talks about the strategy, basically everything that I explained, how if you reinvest, the potential rewards that you can make, and it's healthy for the project as well, and if the project is safe. So there is no backdoors, and this project will end when the TVL ends. So now let's go back to the app. So what happens once the project launches and you want to get involved? You connect your wallet here. Once you do connect, you have to enter the amount that you want to deposit first, and then the deposit button will activate for you to be able to press it. Even if you're connected, this is still going to be grayed out until you enter an amount. Once you enter the amount, you press deposit. Your wallet will prompt you to approve the contract to interact with your wallet, and then it will prompt you a second time for the actual deposit. You're just approving the quantity for the first time. The second time, you're approving the actual deposit. After you press a second time, you will be invested and the app will start working, and you'll be able to collect at any time here. So that is Game BUSD. Very interesting. It kind of looks like a blend between Baked Beans and Dino BUSD, but it is an original contract, and it did get my attention. They've also spent some money in marketing, and they are listed on Monarch here, where you can find similar projects just like this one. And as we can see here, it's going to launch in 1 day, 11 hours from the time of this recording. Typically, Monarch is pretty safe, and you do get some rugs from time to time, but they give you a lot of information here for you to be aware about these investments. And here it does say it's an original contract audited by Encrypto, and you can ROI up to 300% with no compound feature. So there we go. That's gonna do it for this video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. There's a lot of stuff happening in DeFi right now. Although the markets are crashing, we are finding opportunities, and I am gravitating more towards stablecoin projects just like this one. I have been investing in some of these projects pretty heavily, and I'm definitely gonna jump into this one as well. I like that you have that flexibility that you can withdraw at any time. So that's gonna do it for this one. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.